On this Sunday evening, we have a clear sky. Nothing showing up on the storm team Fury. No precipitation. It's going to stay dry for the next several days. And so we'll not concern ourselves with that, even though there is some rain back out here into the middle part of Ohio. And you can see how actually this is coming back a little bit. We'll take a look at the Futurecast in just a little bit and see indeed actually how some of this moisture could make its way back into portions of Indiana. Right now it's a mostly clear sky. There are a few clouds out there every once in a while. The wind is from the northwest at about 12 miles per hour here in Terre Haute, but as I've said, gusting at times to more than 20 miles per hour. And it'll continue to be breezy through the nighttime hours tonight and also into the day tomorrow, into Tuesday, into Wednesday, and so on. And there's a certain reason, there's a particular reason for that, which I'll address here in just a moment. Temperature, though, is 50 degrees here in Terre Haute, Rockville 47, Indianapolis 46 degrees, in Casey it's 47, and Effingham has 47 degrees. So all of these temperatures a little bit cooler than normal for this time of year. Typically, we would be looking at a daytime high of about 64 degrees, but that's not going to happen anytime soon. Doesn't mean that we're not going to hit 60 degrees again sometime within the next few weeks, but it's not going to happen in the immediate future. 41 degrees, or 41% relative humidity, I should say, in Terre Haute. Linton 47%, and Robinson 49%. Temperature-wise across the United States, see how this colder air is coming in. Bismarck 36, 58 in Billings, but 45 in Minneapolis. So some colder air trying to dive its way in. And of course, back out here to the east, we have this monster storm that has been called a perfect storm, a Frankenstorm, a superstorm, whatever. But what I want you to do is think of this storm as a giant vacuum. Think of it as a vacuum, because what's happening is all of this wind here is being drawn in to this storm. And that's the reason it's so windy, because air is being drawn into the storm. And that's the reason we have windy conditions. And that's the reason it will continue to be windy. But now take a look at the Futurecast and see how we have this moisture trying to creep its way back here into portions of Ohio, maybe even some snow in Ohio and the northern parts of Ohio, and see how this edges its way even farther back in toward Indiana. And so we'll keep a real close watch on that. I'm going to keep precipitation out of the forecast for the time being, but it's not completely out of the question as we get into the middle part of the week. And we'll let Lindsay Monroe talk about that tomorrow morning. 33 degrees for the overnight low tonight. Mostly sunny, a gusty northwest wind tomorrow, north wind tomorrow at 52 degrees, and then 35 degrees tomorrow night, a stiff north wind. I like to use that word every once in a while, stiff north wind. You'll know what I mean if you step outside tomorrow night. And the 7-day forecast, well, there you go, Rondrell. No moisture. No, that's all of it's being used on the east coast of the United States. And so it'll continue to be windy as well. So if you're trick-or-treating, you may want to put some rocks in your pocket, because you might, your treats may be blowing away.
Well, and you mentioned it, it's just a nice day out for us.
It is.
Feel kind of bad for the people that are going to get it on the East Coast, but it's just a really nice day, and it puts everybody in a good mood.
Well, it does. It does. And it's Sunday and sunshine and so on. And so, really quite pleasant.
Even got something to eat today, and one of the people, the cashiers, she was really nice to me.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, so that's always a good sign.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much, Kevin.
You bet.